People. Que pasa, sa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is that we see that 8 persons got caught up one time. We are speaking about in Upper Mullines Road. We are speaking about in a community that is called ACKEE. Now people, it seems like them salt like saltfish that day because people, it did not end up too well. Now, based on the Popo information, it is said that these 8 persons got caught up at about 8 o'clock. Now, people, we are speaking about a turf crime. We are speaking about a black on black crime. Now, based on the information, it is said that 8 persons were traveling in 2 white cars when they were sprayed upon by men in 2 white cars. Now, people, I don't know if it is a Probox, I don't know if it is an ACKEE, or I don't know if it is a TIDA, but the possibilities or probabilities are it was based on what we've seen in the past. People, it seems as if those cars have a jinx with them. The reports also stated that after the SMOKE cleared, 1 person was slapped away on the spot and the other 7 were taken to the place of recovery. However, out of that 7, 2 did not make it, and people 5 are still in the place of recovery, nursing their INJURIES. Some people are talking about 3 out of 8. People, a whole lot of persons in a one incident in one community. People, it is not a good look. The police has also identified 2 of the men that were slapped away. We are speaking about a 33-year-old man and his name is Omar Morris, OC Chase, and the next one is 45-year-old, his name is Everald Hibbert, and he is called Buzzer. And based on the Popo information, it is also said that the 3rd person is a student. We are speaking about a little youth that is 16. So people, we are talking about some working class people, and we are also speaking about a student. We are speaking about a scholars. However, we have to understand sometimes when you see anything go down, something is into something, and wherever there is smoke, there is fire. However, I am not saying that that is the case. I am just saying that it is a possibility. It's a possible scenario. Now, after the incident, the MP for the year, we are speaking about Nigel Clark, we are speaking about the finance minister, not to be mixed up with the minister of finance. The MP also appealed and begged for the residents to maintain the calm and don't retaliate, because people, if you know the history between Marvally and we are also speaking about ACKEE, they've been going back and forth at it for a couple of decades, and basically there was a calm. However, it seems like the volcano has now erupted, point blank and period. Now, when we listen to stuff like this, it has become quite obvious that these persons we are speaking about, these GUNMEN, they don't respect law, rules and regulation, and worse, they have 0 regards for life. Now people, it seems like we have some careless shatter in Jamaica. So gone are the days when there was any sort of respect and badness. These people are like some CRACKHEADS. They are reckless. They do senseless stuff. They are like some little invalid. I don't understand their mentality. Because the truth and the fact is that what they are exhibiting, it is not badness, it is mostly madness. It shows that they are a bunch of cowards, because in 90% of these cases that we hear, or these incidents that we hear on the news, most of the time it is innocent people. We are speaking about persons that are productive in society. So the moral of the story is that the careless Jamaicans, they are taking out the persons that are productive in society. We are speaking about the tax-paying citizens. We are speaking about persons that are building Jamaica. So the point that I am trying to make is that very, very soon, based on what we see going on in Jamaica on a daily basis, it seems like we are going to have nothing but worthless persons running around and killing off each other. People, the truth and the fact is that at the rate that Jamaica is going, it is destined for destruction, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. One word. Don't put no space between the words. Now, people, the next thing that is popping again, we see that 2 more women was taken out. We are speaking about in a place called Mandeville. We are speaking about Manchester. And people, what is so disturbing one more again, is that the ex-boyfriend is the SUSPECT. He is the person of interest and he is also in custody of the Popo. Now the Popo has released the identity of the two women that were slapped away, and we are speaking about 29-year-old and her name is Shanika Dixon, and we are also speaking about 35-year-old and her name is Lola Mullins. Now based on the information, it is said that this incident occurred at about 1:55 in the morning. People were speaking about in the wee hours of the morning before the crack of dawning. So people, it seems like this man was in his house and he was haunted, he was possessed by the devil, and he was wondering, what is my ex-girlfriend doing? Does she have any sort of man by the house? People, based on this information, it sounds like a next case of insecurity. It sounds like a next case of jealousy. People, it is quite obvious that we have some men in Jamaica that are demented. We are speaking about them sick, them head no good. We are speaking about some psychopath, point blank and period. The report also stated that Shanika is a hairdresser in the community of Mandeville. We are speaking about Manchester, and that Lola is a bartender in the area of Lincoln. We are speaking about down the road. Now people, we are talking about two hard-working ladies. We are speaking about some persons that basically are struggling in life, that are trying to get their lives together. And based on the Popo report, it is said that the two women was chilling by Shanika's house when the man basically take out a window. Me a talk about him drill out the window. Me a talk about him broke out the window like Hulk. We a talk about the grill. And then him basically slap with the two women them. People, we a talk about a man that was enraged. People, we a talk about a madman. Point blank and period. Now, according to the Popo reports, it is said that they receive a lot of calls from that neighborhood, and persons were claiming that they heard a lot of loud EXPLOSIONS. And when the Popo arrived on the scene, they found Miss Dixon face up on one bed, and it looked like she was suffering from some GUNSHOT. We are talking about some copper to the head. People, it seems like she was passed out on the spot. We are speaking about DOA, and you understand what that means. And the Popo also said that they found Miss Mullins. She was in a room and she was slumped over a table. So people, it seems like this man we are speaking about, the SUSPECT, he came for his ex-girlfriend and he thought that it was justified if him take out the girlfriend. Therefore, he has to also take out her friend because he was avoid getting caught. He was avoid leaving any witness to basically tell the tale. So now people, instead of one slap away, he is charged, or he is going to be charged for two slap away. So people, we saw that his mentality, we saw that his conclusion, it was wrong. We saw that his deduction, it was wrong. However, we hope that they deduct him off the face of the earth, point blank and period. So based on the Popo report, it is said that the SUSPECT, we are speaking about a person whose name is Roland Williams, aka Anthony, aka Sammy Boy. He is now in the STODY. We are talking about him there by the Popo. He is in the arms of the law. Some people will say that that is a good look. The report also made it very clear that Shanika and the ex-boyfriend were in a little argument, a little dispute, and he left and he came back, and people, when he came back and the other two ended up in the worst case scenario where I speak about them end up DEAD. The Popo report also stated that Mr. Williams was charged back in 2014 for robbery and also illegal possession of a firepiece. So people, were speaking about a person that's obviously always entangled with the law. He is always on the wrong side of the law. So my point and the moral of the story is this. We hope that the state and the justice system, the DPP, put him away in a very safe place for a very long time. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that a lady, we are speaking about a driver, she was getting a ticket from the Popo and she decided that she wants to flex her muscle and make the Popo know that she have a lot of links. We are speaking about in the police system, we are speaking about in the traffic court, or we are speaking about in the traffic system. So people, take a listen to this video and then I'll give my piece.
So links you on your side now?
No, nothing about that, madam. See you in court, yeah?
Hello. Me can't get this out of the system today or tomorrow. Me, remember me tell you so.
Can't do what?
Me tell you so.
So what?
Oh. Yeah, go on like you don't know some links around Jamaica. Me say to you, are you going like you don't know? Where you there? Where you there?
Now, people, we hear the police acting as if you don't know what is going on. That links don't really run Jamaica, and the truth and the fact is that if you have the right links, you can basically get rid of any sort of ticket. So therefore, the Popo was in denial. Now, people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. There are some good Popo out there. However, they are in the minority because the truth and the fact is that most of them are for the taking. So therefore, most of them are saying left instead of right, if you understand what I am talking about. However, whenever you're going to dispute a ticket with a Popo on the spot, whenever you're going to try to flex your muscle, that is an exercise in futility. That is a recipe for disaster. That is a bet that you're always going to lose. Even though some of them are corrupt, and even though most of the time they are doing traffic duty, they are on a hustling spree. Whenever you try to flex your muscle and act like you are bigger than them, they are always going to exalt themselves. They are always going to play that game of show and prove. And people, as a driver, you are always going to lose. So people, the point that I am trying to make and the message that I am sending out there, if you have your link, keep your link and link your link when you're ready. Don't tell the Popo that you have a link in the inside. Just do what you have to do and leave the Popo. Make them do them hustle and you go about your business. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.